welcome to Bass and Brews podcast.
Hey yo,
your daily distraction from high quality fishing content. It's where we got. It's a fishing with a healthy dose of fun, as Alex and I have liked to call it. So, what's up, folks? Coley, how you doing today?
I'm ready to rock and roll. How you boys doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. We got Coley's going to be our guest co-host today. She is here to keep us under an hour and 15 minutes, but we're not going to go any less. We're not going to go any less than 55. So we'll be lucky if it's a 2-hour show. Delirious, our guest tonight, Delirious Angler. What's up, brother? How you doing?
So apparently we needed an adult this time. So hi, Coley.
Am I the adult? Shoot, we're all in trouble if I'm the adult. I'm just going to say that.
We got me, who is insane. We need an adult. I mean, it's just fair.
Maybe I need 2 beers.
Well, we always need more than one.
This is true.
Just in case we do a shotgun, freak shotgun.
My mother would kill me if I did a shotgun on this show.
Your mama be listening,
but she gonna kill me.
Your mama and them be listening to this?
Yes, I'm getting scolded like often. Yes, sir.
And then Santa will bring you coal.
You know what? That is the best Santa that ever lived, and that's the only Santa I've ever known telling me that's not the real Santa. Delirious.
No, the other one wasn't the real Santa.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one. No, he was.
So honestly, the second one was your father, right?
Absolutely. At the end, I said, "Thanks, Dad," and then I kissed him.
He sounded like Sean the fisherman. Like I'm listening, I'm like, wait, what? Sean?
That's funny.
Like the way he said, like at the end, I was like, that sounds like Sean. This is weird.
He was so funny because I had a whole little, skit for him, and he turned to me and he goes, "Okay, that's all good. I'm gonna do my own thing." And I was like, "Okay, Dad."
Heck yeah.
Like, whatever you want to do.
Go for it. Improv.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Nice.
Rodeo.
Well, tonight, first thing we want to do after we've done the first things that we've already done is we want to thank Hookset Hoodlums. Awesome apparel. I got my hizzy hat on.
I got my underwater robberies hat on.
Yep. I like that color better than the navy blue. That might be my next hat. But first I got to break this one in and wear it out.
I like this one because it's a snapback, and I like to wear my hat backwards a lot. So I like the snapback on this one a lot.
You wear your hat backwards, and then when the sun's in your face, do this?
No, I put sunglasses on. I wear my hat backwards because I like the way it looks, and then I wear sunglasses.
I am not
already making fun of me. See?
It's because you're the adult here.
Yeah. Lord Jesus, help me.
Be in trouble.
Help me.
Help me, Jesus, help me.
Alex thought since you take care of children for a profession that you could rein us in. Good luck, because you can't put us in timeout or spank us. So don't tell me I can't do something, Paul. I'm just gonna warn you right now. You're not that far from me. You are already getting us off top. I can't even finish my Hookset Hoodlum apparel pitch.
Okay.
Hookset Hoodlum apparel, go get it. Wonderful clothes, great people, great supportive team. Check it out. They got some winter gears right now. Also, Swamprat Fishing and me have put some merch out, and I will put the link in the post I make on my Instagram and this YouTube to that. Go check it out if you like it. Buy something. We ain't trying to make no money or nothing. We just wanted to put some stuff out there. But if y'all start buying enough for us to make money, then we'll probably start doing some giveaways on the podcast. So yeah, I've got a bunch of rusty hooks. I've got some weights that nick your line, and
hopefully you have some old stinky Crocs for us too.
Oh no! Whoa! Crocs never wear out.
Did you see the guy who made snowplows for Crocs?
I did not. That sounds unbelievable.
Yeah, it's some guy 3D printed plows that go onto Crocs.
Oh, jeez. Genius.
I had to throw that out there.
All right. So what's everybody cracking open tonight on Bass and Brews?
A skull.
Delirious, go for it. You're our guest.
I am cracking open an Arizona sweet tea since I don't drink.
A tall
Cheers
boy
to
too,
that.
right?
A tall boy.
I'm gonna go
like
next.
So
I'm
I figured this would be better because when I was holding that soda can, my hands are so huge that soda can looks like a little baby. So this looks like proper size in my hand when it's actually 23 ounce.
I love the Arizona iced tea. The Arnold Palmer one is really good.
Oh, I love that.
I'm doing the same one I did last time just because it's what I had available, and it's the Elephant Seltzer 6.5. But some of the proceeds go to the elephants, to save the elephants. And I'm an animal lover, obviously, and apparently a babysitter to grown adult men. So I needed the 6.5 for that.
When are you going to go to a local brewery and get you a duck beer made so that some proceeds can go to your duck shelter?
I know.
That would be cool, actually. That would be badass.
It would be pretty cool because I'm doing my best, and I might have some special guests later on in the show. We'll have to see.
Oh shit! If you bring some ducks up on this thing, I'm gonna be mad because I don't have any.
I'll bring my husky in. Can we do this? He'll talk shit.
All right. I had a wedding this weekend that I was at. It was not my wedding, but I partook of a lot of beverage, and also it was a really awesome, nice wedding. And they played P.D. Pablo, North Carolina. Take your shirt off, right? And I snatched my shirt off and unbuttoned it, and almost got it off before my wife was like,
Oh no!
So tonight I'm drinking some White Claw Surge. Oh, that's the microphone.
I'm gonna try that
because the beer. I'm turning 40 soon, and the beer makes me fat. So anyway, here we go. You're ready to crack them open? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Good times. See, on Bass and Brews, it's not all about beer and drinking. I mean, it is a lot of
Arizona
the time.
iced tea, man.
Yeah, but whatever you want to crack open and partake of, we are a game for.
Well, I figure no one wants to see me as when I'm drunk, so I don't like seeing me when I'm drunk either. So I'm kind of glad I don't drink anymore.
You put your football helmet and pads on and start doing the.
I don't need to, dude. I use when I have a little too many to drink, I use my size to my advantage. I don't give a fuck who's around me.
So what is your size? What we're never going to hear your real name, but tell us your actual physical size.
So I am 5'10", 290.
5'10", 300 poundos.
Pretty much.
And like we watch your videos, you don't look like this microphone.
No.
Dude,
like I just said, like my hands are
pretty
massive,
yeah.
so I freaking
you're a stout feller.
Yeah. Well, played defense for 4 years in high school, played defense for semi-pro football for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a retired New England strongman as well, so
very cool.
I lift heavy fucking weights. Actually, I used to until I had a brutal back injury in 2018. So I'm actually lucky to be walking. I should be paralyzed, but I'm not.
Let me ask you, since you brought up that you had a back injury, how do you fare in a kayak when you're sitting down for so long? Does that flare up your back?
Sometimes it does, but I'm kind of glad I got my old town because I can stand up when I need to, which is nice, and I can stretch out. I have no issues, but
and you have the 106 or the 120?
I have both.
Okay.
I have a 10-foot 106, but I only use that for pond hopping, and that's only like I'm usually in it for like maybe 2 hours. But if I'm on my 120, then I'm standing up whenever I need to, just in case. And then if my back is really starting to bother me, then I find shore real quick and I hop off and walk around.
Okay.
And so for folks that are on the larger side of human beings, listening to Delirious in his size, that's a big thing because I hear it a lot. You hear folks that are bigger. I'm like, oh, I can't get in a kayak, or they don't know which ones to even go try. Or they have a hard time finding them. So, you've got the old town, 126, you said?
120.
106 and 120.
120. Old Town 120, and he's 300 pounds and has no problem standing up fishing.
No, not at
I mean,
all.
that's key for anybody, is because to be comfortable and to fish, you have to not be scared that every time you make a movement, you're going to tip over.
Yeah.
Fall
So
out.
I actually learned that for bigger people to find wider kayaks, like my I think my 120 is 36 inches wide and my 106 is 34 and a half, but they're also become more stable as well too.
Yeah.
Like I had a Perception Striker 11.5 and it was narrow. It was tough to get in and out, but it was comfortable.
Right.
I could stand in that thing too. It's like being on a paddleboard before paddleboards were paddleboards.
And Paul, Delirious was really cool. I think it was last Monday. We were video chatting back and forth while I was in the school pickup line to pick up the kids. And he was telling me about the different kayaks because, we were talking about how I wanted to get into one. And he was telling me about the 106, which I want. And then now, I don't know, I kind of have my eyes on the 120 because it's like you're saying, you want a little bit more stability. I prefer to stand over sit. So I was talking to, I think it was Dust Off, and he's like, oh, just go for the 120. And I'm like, that's more money. But, Delirious gave me a lot of really great tips and kind of opened my eyes to everything that I was looking at. So I appreciated that very much.
Yeah, no problem. I think you'd still probably stand up in the 106, no problem. I can stand in my 106, no problem.
Yeah.
So it just depends. Like with the 120, you do get more room. You do.
Yeah.
And
I have to trailer it anyways.
Yeah, and you get more room for storage. With the 106, you lose some of the room. You still have the stability, but you don't really need to trailer it because it's only 10 feet.
No, but for me, it's too hard to lift on top of my car. Because that's what I was thinking about. And then you were telling me how heavy they were and like the motor and the battery. And I was like, well, shoot, if I have to trailer it anyways, maybe just save a little bit more and go a little bit bigger. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? It's only money. You can't take it with you when you die.
So you've got a third. You've got a third on this too. You're already going to have to trailer it. Go ahead and get the kayak that you can be in, not have to grow into. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've already got it. You already got to trailer it, and that would be the biggest thing that I think most people that have been in kayaks and have had to car top them or anything like that is that go ahead. I mean, don't just go ahead and go to the one. You're not going to car top it anyway.
Yeah.
Get the one with the room, the storage, the one you're going to be comfortable in, and just roll with it. Yeah. Because honestly, I would tell you, you're probably going to want to get into that bigger one at some point anyway, because you've been fishing out of boats.
Sorry. You kind of got me off guard there. Sorry.
About what?
Just something you said. That's all. Delirious, did you catch it?
No.
Kind of.
All right. We'll keep going then because I'm bright red right now.
Well, there we go. I'll have Delirious bright red later.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, so look at here. We're gonna get into the kayak stuff too, and this is good because Coley is going to be getting a kayak very soon. I can
honestly, you will enjoy it. You will absolutely enjoy being on a kayak. Like
I think it'll be amazing just to get out on the water a little bit further.
Oh yeah, and you don't have to rely on anybody. It's just you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and like people don't understand. Like I tell people all the time because. I'll meet up with people who kayak fish, and they're like, I'll be like, oh, how'd you do? They go, I got skunked. I'm pissed. I'm like, dude, I've been on the water for 4 hours. I caught 3 fish. They go, how are you not pissed? I'm like, dude, I'm on a kayak. I'm enjoying myself.
Yep.
Like, you don't understand. Like, this is me relaxing. If I catch a 1 fish or no fish, I'm not going to get off the water and be like, oh, shit, I got skunked. I'm pissed. No, I'm enjoying myself. If I'm on my boat and I get skunked, then I'm pissed. It's weird.
But what the good thing is we've got Coley, who's going to be a first-time kayak angler, and kind of a step back, y'all. This might sound like we've been here and done this before, and we kind of have.
Feels like deja vu. It's weird.
Our Thanksgiving episode, that was our 4-hour live episode of debauchery.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be this, but it was Thanksgiving. A lot of people were off. We were also
See,
testing
we're just
out
having fun.
Alex's
A lot of people
going
were
away
drinking.
party.
Yeah.
And yeah, it got heavily into the booze.
I texted
Anyway.
Paul like the next day. I was like, "So that was a great episode, but we didn't really cover well." Was there? He's like, "No."
It's like, yeah, we didn't cover it. We didn't. But
It
that's
was
why we
fun,
got
though,
Delirious
man.
back.
It was cool.
It was. It was a good ass 4 hours of time. It was wonderful.
Dude, I was like dozing off. I was like, oh.
I don't know how you could doze off.
Tonight we're going to get into it. And the good thing is Coley's going to be here to ask the questions, even though she doesn't have it. But it's going to be geared towards some of the stuff that she's going to be able to do right off the bat from a guy that does kayak modifications all over the place, who has Maniyak. God dang it. The fuck? What the fuck's the name of it? I'm having a brain fart.
Maniyak mods?
Maniyak mods. Jeez.
Dude, it's literally just Maniyak, dude. It's just
Maniyak. But I know, but isn't it Maniyak Kayak Mods or
Maniyak Mod Shop?
Maniyak Mod Shop. That's what I was trying to get out. Jeez.
Maybe I should change my name to that instead of what it is.
I don't know how.
I like my name.
I'm looking at Paul. I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh, that's right. Paul, did you see his name?
Yes, of course I saw his name.
Well, you didn't talk any shit on him, so I didn't think you saw it.
He did before you got in.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
lost
awesome.
like 2 seconds. So
that's awesome. I love it.
Look, what he don't understand. He's just better looking than me tonight. It's a full-time fucking job being this ruggedly handsome.
Well, I'll tell you, it's really intimidating. Like, I come on here and it's like, I got better looking than Paul, and I got, the hostess with the mostest and his stunning beauty. I feel like I can't keep up. I put more lipstick on. I get a little more mascara on. I can't keep up with y'all. Putting me to shame.
I see we got a new bouquet of flowers behind you this week.
Well, that's my Christmas tree, because I don't really do Christmas, because I just kind of don't. So I got my fishing lures on the back here of some crazy kind of flower thing that I got this way. So yeah, but I got caught on it last night. I was doing a test run and I caught a Coley, caught a whopper.
Lures went flying.
I was like, ah!
All right, so let's start off this. Delirious, tell us about Maniyak Mod Shop. What is, because this fits into, you're creating content with that as you're making these modifications. So tell us about that Instagram page and tell us maybe about some of the projects you got coming up.
All right,
because it's wintertime where you are. It's the time in the Northeast where people can't fish. It makes me want to puke to think that people have to put their kayaks up. And I don't know why I'm doing air quotes, because this shit is for real. But they have to put their kayaks up for the winter. Oh, my God.
Yeah, my 2 babies are put away right now. It's heartbreaking.
So I'm assuming this is the time of year that a lot of folks are doing some mods on their kayaks.
Yeah, I actually have
them up and detailing them.
I have Gravy and Ryan the Butcher lined up soon. And then a couple other people ready to go. Yeah, I actually messaged him the other day because he's first time kayaking. He doesn't know what he's getting into. And I'm like, well, let's start small. Like, let's start basic. What is it you need? He goes, I don't know. I was like, do you have rod holders? He goes, yes. I was like, how many rods are you planning on bringing with you? He goes, 4. I was like, all right, so you need 2 more rod holders.
He's got the seated rod tubes in the back behind the seat. Yeah.
Yep.
See, so this is all stuff I need to know. I mean, the only kayak I've been on is a standard kayak with a giant ski life vest trying to fish off. I caught some fish, but I was like, I'm going to try. But I have no idea.
There's some cool life jackets out there that you'll enjoy. They just they come around just down here like this.
And they're small, right?
Yeah, they're small and they're CO2 powered. So once you rip that cord, it inflates like a vest for like an airplane almost. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have one. It actually saved my life in 2019, no joke.
Really?
I got flipped by a boater and I was in 40 feet of water in early April in a hoodie, jeans, and work boots in a tournament.
Oh no.
So I went under and I started going down. And I pulled that freaking cord, and like within a second, I was above water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of clothes. That's a lot of clothes on. It may turn you. It'll turn you into a weight in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. I couldn't get my body temperature properly back for like 2 months. So like by June, I was finally getting my temperature back up, but it was horrible. It sucked.
Yeah, that's a scary place to be in, especially where you are because of the water temps. So Maniak Mod Shop, what are a couple projects you got coming up that we can look for on Instagram to kind of keep up with to see what you're doing?
So we'll get into what Maniak Mod Shop is first. It's pretty much just me finally putting my work out there in the public instead of keeping it on the down low, like how I have been for years. I just do things here and there, but on the side, I was actually doing a lot more projects than anybody really notices or realizes. So after pretty much arguing with Wild Bill for a while, and then Damien and Bobby Roast Beef is like, I mean, they convinced me, like, appreciate them saying like how my work is and how clean everything always is. And you look at my regular Delirious Angler profile, you see my work and that I do.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's always not butchered. It's not chopped up. It's like legit. You got it done at a shop. So they're like, just do it. Just do it. I'm like, I dealt with the industry before with customizing stuff for public. And that's years ago in the automotive world. I was like, I really don't want to. And I don't want to deal with this crap. And then I was like, you know what? It's a different world. It's a different ball game. I actually enjoyed this a lot more than what I did in automotive world. So I was like, why not? So pretty much made a social media for my work.
Nice. And where are you located? So folks that are listening, because I'm not going to be able to use you. I'm down here in the Carolinas, and you are.
You never know, dude. You never know. You never know.
Move your ass down here, and maybe we can do something. But right now, that shit ain't happening. I ain't hauling my kayak up. You can forget that shit. I ain't hauling my kayak 19 hours, how many ever hours you away to not fish.
That is true.
That's true.
So I'm located in Connecticut, about 20 minutes from the Mass border, and I'm like 10 minutes from the Rhode Island border. I'm in the boonies, like in the sticks. There's no cell phone service where I live. So
hold the fuck up.
Oh, wow.
Hold the fuck up now. Yeah. Hold on. Time out. Time's out. Time's out.
What we doing?
You are in the state of Connecticut, in the boonies.
Have you been to Connecticut?
I have flown over Connecticut. I think
so
one time.
I've been there. You flew over it.
So Connecticut's divided into two areas. You have the cities of Connecticut, and then you have the sticks of Connecticut. I live in the sticks, the boonies, banjo playing country, where it takes 2 hours for police to get out here.
Have you ever been into banjo playing redneck country boonies of the South?
Yeah.
Where?
Down in Mississippi.
Okay. All right.
I've been down there.
I will. I have to come up there and visit your banjo playing Connecticut area to confirm. Excuse me, to confirm if that's really the boonies.
So I say that because the next town next to us is Voluntown. It's literally like no cops go out there because it's so far away. I'm not even kidding. Like
that's kind of scary.
It takes state police hours to get out there because it's so far out there and there's so many side roads. There's so many woods. There's so many areas where you can get lost that it's literally you go into that town and it's like a different atmosphere. Like if you ain't from there, they automatically know.
So what you saying? They're a bunch of inbreds.
Can neither confirm or deny that I said that.
All right, back to Maniak Mod Shop. So tell us what's one or two projects you have coming up that you're going to be posting about here soon that we can be up on the lookout for.
Sometime next month, Gravy Fishing's bringing his Old Town Sportsman 120 PDLN. He has a lot of parts from two companies I use, which are Yak Hobby and Narve Kayak Fishing. They make 3D printed parts for kayaks.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
actually have them from Hobie kayaks too. That I just found out, Paul.
Nice.
Like some nice parts too. And he has a bunch of parts I got to put on for him. I got to upgrade his rudder pin on it because the pins that come on the Old Town kayaks, they're not the greatest. Like, they'll do the job, but after a while they'll show a lot of wear and tear. So I have his kayak coming up. I have the Butcher's kayak coming up at some point. We're still finalizing details.
What's the Butcher's kayak? What does he have?
He has a not a Hobie, a Hoodoo that Old Glory Outdoors sells.
Okay.
And I don't know the exact model. But he bought the kayak to join the kayak fishing world, and I yelled at them already because they installed the fish finder. I was like, who the hell installed that and made the wires look like shit?
Oh no.
It is apparently Zach, who's the manager of Old Glory Outdoors. He's like, I was told not to drill holes. I was like, good man. Because if you take my job after Joe just had a meeting with me, I'm going to rip shit.
So
well,
what they did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say what they did is they made it where he could go take it and fish with it until you got hold of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he took it. I don't know if he took it out yet, though. It's dirty as hell. And I told him, like, you better clean that or I'm charging you $30 to clean it.
$30
I'm not
to
playing.
clean it.
I have a cleaning fee. I will not touch someone's dirty ass kayak because when I'm done working on a kayak, I wipe down everything I touch. So unless you're working on a
kayak, when you're working on somebody's kayak and you see, like you said, somebody installed the fish finder and the wires are everywhere. What's some of the biggest mistakes that you see new beginners are making with the modifications that they're doing on their kayaks before they bring it to you?
So with fish finders, they won't put waterproof rubber grommets in it. They'll just literally drill a hole in and leave it wide open.
Okay.
Which is
like
bad.
Throwing a hot dog through a hallway.
Yeah. So it's bad because if you go to clean off your kayak, now you got water inside of it.
Yeah.
If it starts raining, your kayak's going to start taking on water.
Well, any water that comes over.
Yeah, exactly. Like choppy water, that'll hit it. And plus it just looks absolutely shitty. Like, take the time. You can go on Amazon and order a rubber grommet kit for like $10 and you'll have endless supply, and then use super glue to glue them down and you're good. But some people don't take the time. But at the same time, a lot of people are too scared to drill holes in the kayak, which is understandable.
I watched one of your videos and it was like, it wasn't even my kayak. And I was like, oh, geez, what are you doing? Because it was like kind of sped up a little bit, but it was really cool to see.
Yeah, I had many years of screwing up my own kayaks have made it so I can do good on someone else's. Plus, if I drill the hole wrong, which is cool because I learned how to patch kayaks with plastic. I was bored one day and I screwed up a hole on my kayak. I was like, shit, I got to fix this. And I just started melting plastic to it and it actually worked.
Well, you posted that. That was a post you made a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, this past week.
Yep. That was my first attempt at it. And now actually when I do it, you can't even tell that I melted plastic there. It's
Oh, that's rad.
Unless if I don't paint the plastic, then you'll see it's like a different color. Because I actually use an orange Home Depot bucket to patch the plastic on a kayak. So the kayak's all black, and then you just see like a orange circle.
Nice.
Down here we call that character.
It is. It's awesome character.
As long as it don't leak. So
no, it doesn't.
What I'm gonna kind of start pushing this to Coley because I can tell she's gonna have a kayak here in the next at least 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks.
Hope so.
Oh, I wish. A little bit longer than that. I'm still playing catch up.
Firm.com.
So Coley, I want you into Delirious to kind of you're gonna be getting a kayak, right? You're thinking about it, you know what you want.
It's happening.
And before the shit went off the rails a few weeks ago, we're kind of talking about it. But shit went. We invited Wild Bill on, and he just lost it as usual. He got so fanboy excited. We just couldn't shut him up. He sounded like somebody else here. I don't know who it would be. It's not me. But anyway.
That's because Wild Bill misses me. Like he lives
sure
in Connecticut. We just haven't been hanging out, so I know he misses me. So he's like, "What the hell?"
But I'm new to the kayak world still. I just got my kayak not even a year ago. It'd be February when I got mine, and so there's when I got mine, I did a lot of stuff. Now the Hobie is one thing I like about the Hobie is that's got the H-rail system. Yes. So there's not a lot of stuff to be drilled into that. The fish finder already has an insert underneath the seat in the bottom of the boat. It already has pre-drilled grommeted holes that you run all your cables through. Like they've been around a long time. They've got a lot of that stuff set up. So I didn't have to drill holes. But for me, it was a money thing. What did I need and what didn't I need? And what was and I didn't want to do anything that was permanent to anything, regardless of his H-rail or that. But it was a money thing. What did I need or not need? Because you'll see a lot of folks, they'll do a review on a new kayak, and they've got all this shit. And somebody that's been kayaking a while is like, that's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. They're going to hate that. So kind of for Coley to start planning.
Yeah.
Like that discussion of Coley, what do I need? And Delirious saying what you've seen and what you need to put in. I don't know if I'm making any fucking sense right now.
No, you're totally talk about it. No, you're totally doing it. I mean, being that I'm brand new to I like I said, I've never even fished an actual fishing kayak. So everything that Delirious and I had talked about, and I talked to a couple other people, I'm kind of taking notes and in what I want to do. Like, obviously I want a fish finder with the 120 Old Town. You have the autopilot, you have all the good stuff there. And I need to get some kind of setup for a crate, because I know you guys have like crates. Like, what kind of crate what's your setup for a crate, Delirious? And Paul, what do you use for your storage kit, and how do you keep that locked down so it doesn't fall over all over the place?
So I have I don't remember the name, but it's like Flambeau Tough Crate.
Okay.
It's a double-decker crate. So pretty much it's a gray crate that has latches on it, and then has another deck on top of it that's like quarter the size with a lid on, so I can store like soft plastics and stuff in there. And then on the bottom, when I flip it open, it holds 7 to 8 of the Plano 360 boxes.
Okay.
And I've come to terms that I've noticed I bring way too much shit, because I use like a quarter of it when I catch fish. So I'm just like, I got all this fancy stuff in here, and I haven't touched any of this shit in a while.
But you have it in case you need it. Because it's nothing like going out fishing and you leave stuff home because you're like, I'm not going to use it. And you're like, man, I wish I had that. So I do the same thing when I bank fish. I have a big giant 25-pound tackle bag, and I got everything in there. I mean, I even got snacks in there just in case I'm out too long.
Got it. So I'm a very much an unorthodox fisherman, angler. Like, you can tell me, green pumpkin's the color to throw right now, and I'm fucking throwing everything else. Yeah, literally. Because the way I've been fishing for years is, I mean, this may make sense, it may work for other people, whatever, but if you're always throwing the same thing as someone else, you may catch something, but the fish are always prone to seeing that.
Yep.
So if you mix it up, you might get better hits. You might get better reactions and stuff. So, like, when I fish with Damien from Stretching Lines, or Wild Bill, or Bobby Roast Beef, they'll even tell you I throw the most wild random shit in the world. I will throw I used to have a color worm out there that was lime green and blue. And for some reason, when I go to dark waters, like really dark colored waters, this thing would just absolutely destroy for me. And everybody would make fun of me. Oh, that color caught your eye. I'm like, actually, no, I just caught this 4-pounder.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'll throw ridiculous colors. I'll throw ridiculous shit. Like it doesn't bother me. Like this was the first year I actually got into actual proper fishing with a jig, with a swim jig, and actually using the proper color. But then I was like, I'm not getting many hits. So then I turned into using purple and black with it. And then I started getting a lot better hits. And then I'm talking to other people. Well, around here, a lot of people don't throw purple and black. And then I started throwing it. Everybody's like, "Oh, what'd you catch that on?" I'm like, purple and black muscleback crawl from Egg Zone. They're like, "Holy shit, it worked!" I'm like, "Yes."
I like the black and blue for Oklahoma, and I like Margarita Mutilator for lakes around here. It's kind of like more like a magenta style, but I love the purple shades out here. Love it. If I'm not getting any bites and I'm doing the pumpkin and I'm doing everything you're supposed to do, I'll reach out and I'll get my Margarita Mutilator with a curly tail or, just the stick bait, and bam, I got one. And my boater's always like, "What you throwing? What you throwing?" I'm like, "Mind your business."
None of your business.
You're power fishing. Mind your business. Absolutely.
It must be fucking nice knowing what colors you're throwing, assholes.
What do you mean?
You're colorblind, aren't you?
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah, sure you're sorry. Ha ha, motherfucker. You can't see shit.
I'm not sorry.
Look, at least you can see right now. I got one eye that works right now, so at least you can see.
I actually had to put on my glasses tonight because my eyes been bothering me. And I was like, yeah, I need to put them on for once.
I've been holding mine open so I can see in traffic. I told Paul earlier, I was like, I was going to come on with a pirate patch, just to get it out of the way. Like, don't look at it. Just put a pirate patch on and we'll be good.
All right, let's get back to Maz because we done fucking took a left turn. We hit the tripwire, and now we got 3 weirdos chasing us, trying to eat us.
Am I one of those weirdos? Because I am a weirdo.
No. These have trumped your weirdness to come on our left possible. Turn. Yes. Well,
I can go get my other personalities, and we can have a whole different conversation.
Oh no, we want to talk
clown in the closet. We're friends. Keep the clown because there's actually
2 or 3 clowns.
I don't know. You threatened me with the demon, and I was like, "Damn, dude, I thought we were friends." I got scared. I was like, "Shit, I'm a little nervous."
I scared Bill with the demon. It was awesome. He's like, "What the?" Because I change my voice when I wear the mask. So
I know you've got a creepy little
So, but like when I'm talking as the demon personality, my voice is very low and very eerie and very just like haunted house vibe. Like, get the hell away from me. All right, back on track.
Let's talk a little bit more about some of the modifications that you do. What would you say is the absolute most useless modification that people come and ask you to do?
Putting lights on their kayak when they don't fish at night.
Just to look cool?
Yep. Like, I have lights on mine, but I actually use them at night.
Okay.
That's Bill, because we almost got lost fishing at night. And I turned on my lights. I said, "Follow me." He's like, "Holy shit, those are bright." I'm like, "Yeah, so you can find me." But that one's a waste. And then the other one is actually a fish finder when people aren't using the fish finder for the right aspects. Like, they're not using it. So most people will ask for a fish finder so they can check the depth, check for hidden submerged areas, check for water temp, which mainly that's what you want to use them for. But they'll use them improperly by putting their kayak in only 5 feet of water all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
so it defeats the purpose. And then
you don't need,
yeah. And instead of all right, if you want one, cool, but if you're not going to use it for the right aspect, then don't spend over $600 on one.
Yeah.
Spend the $140 on a Garmin or the $100 on a Garmin Striker 4 and just be done.
Yeah.
You don't need
that makes sense.
The best story I have right now, it's a quick one, is one of my friends brought over one of his kayaks for me to put a fish finder on. This was 2 years ago. It was a $400 Pelican kayak. He wanted a $1,200 fish finder installed on it. I looked at him and said, were your priorities backwards on this? He goes, oh no, I saw it and it was on sale. It's like, what, the kayak or the fish finder? He goes, the fish finder. I was like, boy, you stupid, but
Oh
okay.
man.
That fish finder with the battery on it's going to tip the boat over. Whoop!
Literally,
Right.
literally. I looked at him and said, why don't you just get a Garmin? Oh, because I like this one and I might put it on a bigger kayak when I get it. No, he literally like 6 months later said, I'm done fishing because I haven't been catching shit and I sold everything. And I was like, you're stupid.
After 6 months he gave up? Shoot.
Yeah. He was having a hard, tough time. He's like, all I'm catching is these pumpkin seeds and bluegills. I'm like, why don't you stop throwing real worms and throw something real?
Right.
Like, yeah, real worms will catch a bass too, but if you're just throwing it out there, what do you think is going to attack it first? A bass or a bluegill?
Exactly.
But yeah, he gave up fishing and then went to the car scene, and now he's done with that too because he broke his car.
What, did he get like an old school Pinto and put like a big 8-block engine on it, or what did he do?
He got I think it was a 2016 WRX, and he just toasted the fucking motor. He put too much turbo power into his motor, and it did not like it.
So it sounds like he has a history of like doing that kind of thing.
Doing stupid shit.
Not good.
Yeah, let's be real. AKA stupid shit.
So yeah, but putting lights on it is probably my number one, especially when you don't night fish. It's stupid. Oh, the other one was like same with lights. Is someone wanted me to put they wanted their kayak to be a party kayak, so they wanted the red, blue, green flashing lights on it. I looked at him and said, "You realize that no one makes these waterproof? That I literally would have to no." I actually said no. I said I'm not doing that.
Can't do it.
As cool as it would be, no, it's so much more work with that because you have to find waterproof lights to do it. And if they have them, they're underglow lights for a car, which means they're freaking longer than what you need. So you're wrapping the whole kayak with one strand, and then you're done. But it's cool because you press the button and you see the light go around and around.
Oh shit! Looks like a floating Christmas tree.
Dude, you can turn it on to police siren mode and have blues and reds flashing everywhere and give everybody like issues.
Yeah.
Gonna give everybody damn shit. I said hemorrhages, but I ain't mean that.
No, it's seizures.
Yeah.
They all gonna get seizure salads.
Yeah. But yeah, so lights are definitely like the number one.
With ranch.
Thousand Island.
Ugh.
I'm just kidding. I fucking hate
I'm with you.
I'm an Italian fan. I like Italian dressing.
Me too.
All right. So Coley, did you have any other directed questions?
Shit, my earpiece.
Yeah, I mean, just like learning more about Delirious has been really cool, going through his page and, kind of looking at stuff. Do you ever have people that come in and bring you like a John boat to work on? Do you do modifications on John boats?
Once in a while. Here and there, depends on what they actually want done. Because from firsthand knowing what hell I went through to build mine in a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen my John boat. Have you seen my John boat, Coley?
I don't think I have. I was like thumbing through all your pictures, but I don't think I did see it. I saw your fleet. You had all your kayaks in your driveway, like in your garage, and you said my fleet. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. And I don't remember seeing the John
life.
boat. Yeah.
So I bought a John boat.
I got money because I ain't got no woman.
I still don't got money. I got bills, dude. So I bought.
Let me rephrase that because my wife has been the breadwinner since we've been together. So I digress.
You just don't want her to kick your ass. Just admit it.
Oh please, she's 4'11" and meaner and shit, but she ain't kicking my ass. I can guarantee that. I can outrun her. It takes her 8 steps to reach my 2, so we good.
I don't know. I got my money on Mrs. Heels.
Nope, she cannot catch me. She is the beardess, by the way.
She's the beardess.
The beardess.
Does that mean She's got a beard going on like yours. I don't understand.
If she didn't shave her face, it'd grow out better. But she keeps shaving.
She gonna kick your ass tonight, son.
She's gonna be hiding around a corner just.
She's gonna be like, "What did you say?"
She don't listen, and she's asleep anyway. So we good.
Oh, you lucky. Your wife doesn't listen. My mama listens. How come I got the shit in his stick ear? I tell you.
Why did you give your mama the link to this?
Because I was proud. I thought, well, they'll be modest. They'll be, what's the first shit that comes out of Alex's mouth? Let's get into Coley. And I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm so sorry. Mom, did you drink on there that whiskey alcohol? Yeah, Mom. But they sure love you guys. They've had a good time watching. So I just have to be mindful.
Look, Mama Coley, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. And down here in the South, y'all, you don't ever say your mama or my mama. It's your mama and them or my mama and them.
My mama and them?
Mama and them.
What, them? What is them? Sorry.
You're enunciating your words too much. It's mama and them.
I don't know what he's saying. Can you spell it?
MOMMA apostrophe N apostrophe M. Mama and them.
Okay.
Mama and them.
Mama and them. I can't say that.
M&M's?
Y'all talk. Talk. I got to get the whiteboards. Y'all talk.
Spell it with Paul Hill.
She's from Texas, and she never says Mama Niem. I don't know. This is another one of those things.
South Carolina thing, just like saying, what does he say? Salmon?
Yeah, he says all kinds of weird. All kinds of weird stuff.
It is salmon.
Almond.
Y'all don't call y'all's friends no whatever the hell else y'all pronounce salmon.
Mommy, I can't even say that. Mommy, mama name. What?
Just
I
say
can't.
Menem. That's all it sounds like. Is Menem.
Yeah.
Menem. Mama and him.
Look.
Spell it,
I don't know why you would ever give your mama and them the link to this podcast if you'd ever listened to this bitch. Before you came on, you should have known better.
My uncle wrote me. My cousin wrote me. I have all kinds of family members that were just like, "Oh, that was so much fun. They really got you." And a couple of comments here and there. It was good times though. It was fun. I appreciate it. All right, but I do have a couple more questions. You're a do-it-yourself kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at me for? I see you. Are you laughing at Paul or are you laughing at me?
We went from one topic to manipulatives to
because I'm trying to. Alex is in my head. I appreciate my brother Alex, and I got to keep this one on track. And we keep going on. We keep having so much fun.
Podcast where we talk fishing with a heavy dose of fun.
Yes, absolutely. And we're doing good. But yeah, so I looking at your page, because you and I were friends for a while, but we didn't really communicate too much back and forth. It was just a like here and there, You scared the crap out of me multiple times with your clown mask, and I was like, oh shit.
Don't worry, I scare the crap out of myself too sometimes.
It's the mask, like the one with the pig nose and the ring and the teeth. That one that doesn't bother me. It's that clown one with the nose, because I don't like clowns because of the hair and the nose, and you got that red nose on there that gets me. But oh no. Oh.
It's an angel clown though, holding a blade.
Oh yeah, because they're so angelic.
They are.
Do you have horns coming out of it somewhere too?
Actually,
is there just like a knife behind its back?
So it actually has angel wings and angel halo, but it's holding a bloody axe with a.
Exactly. There's no good clowns. But you, I discovered, a very DUI kind of guy. DUI.
That was your show. Thank you.
You don't drink. I meant DIY. I always say DUI.
Coley has drank probably, I don't know, 2/3 to a half of her 6.5% alcoholic beverage.
It's not even a half.
And she is already fucking up the difference between a do-it-yourself. One is do-it-yourself, and the other one is DUI. Like, how do you take an acronym and fuck it up with a whole sentence.
And especially with someone who's drinking iced tea. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a DUI kind of person. So
you are a DUI kind of person.
Driving under influence kind of person.
No, you are not. No, you are not.
No.
A do-it-yourself kind of guy. You like to get things done.
Hell yeah.
So what is better?
I'm not done. I'm not done squishing this worm. Do it yourself kind of guy is a whole ever-loving sentence. And we
what do you mean?
Do it yourself with DUI. What?
Look, I've been at work all day. I had kids. I had to wait in pickup lines in the rain. I had to make snacks. I had to take care of grandma. Come on, leave me alone. Racing home eating a chicken. You know how hard it is to eat a chicken pot pie that's hot out of the oven and burn in your mouth in 5 minutes so you can be on time? It was hard. I burned the roof of my mouth
earlier. All right.
I lost my train of thought. Forget it. DUI, DIY. I don't know what I was thinking. You got me all flustered, and I'm bright red now, you big jerk.
Tell us how you do DUI them kayaks there, Hoss.
How I do it?
You're a do-it-yourself kind of guy. Hey, Coley. All right,
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
We're starting over.
Nope.
Ask again.
Look at Paul.
I mean, I can take care of that for you if you need me to.
I know. You are a clown with the black bags. I lost my train of thought. You got me all flustered now. I don't remember what I was going to say. Jerk.
I'm a DUI kind of guy.
DIY kind of guy.
There you go.
Is it easier doing it yourself versus company bought mods? Is it easier for you to create what it is that you're trying to build on someone's kayak or your own kayak, or to go spend a bunch of money on an already fabricated item?
It depends on your budget.
Okay. Your budget. Let's say it's your kayak and your budget.
So if I'm on budget, I am going to build it myself.
Okay.
I will get ideas from products that are already out there, and I will fabricate them up myself to put them on. I will search Amazon up and down for anything I need to make it remotely work. So,
and will you take different pieces, like you like something from this idea and something from that idea, and then build it yourself? Like, together and be like, I'm going to get close.
I'll sit there and actually, what I like to call CAD, it's cardboard aided design.
Okay.
You like that? Cardboard aided design. So I will sit there and
not the real CAD, not the CAD that people had degrees in, but the cardboard aided design. Yeah. I fucking love that. That's one of the greatest shits I've ever heard in the last year or so.
It's smart.
You're welcome. So I will actually take the ideas. I'll draw them out first, like what I need, and I'll put them on the cardboard and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I throw it out and I say screw it. But I don't try once. I'll try multiple times, multiple ways, try to figure out. Usually 8 times out of 10, I can figure it out. But if I get to that wall point where I can't, then I just throw it away and say screw it, taking the lock off the money, I'm buying it.
Gotcha.
And it's most of the time I can save money. Like on my kayak, there's stuff I did on it that I did myself that saved money, but then I can't buy seat rider. I can't make seat risers myself, so I bought 3D printed part ones, which they're inexpensive. But I try also basing off like my shop off of a budget friendly.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'll ask people, like I'll be honest with them. I'm like, what's your budget? Do you have a budget or is it free for all? If it's free for all, I will find you the top parts that work. But if you say you're on a budget, I'm going on Amazon because people sleep on Amazon kayak parts and it's funny.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I was just curious. I came from something a lot of people, I don't think anyone knows on Instagram. I came from a motorcycle background. So we had a company called Gearhead Graphics, and we painted custom helmets and Harleys, did some sand rails, and then it kind of developed into a motorcycle building shop as well. And it was actually inside my living room. It was kind of awesome. It was like I'd come home and there'd be a Harley sitting in my living room. But the reason I bring that up is that a lot of times there would be some kind of something that we needed to lower that, to slam the soft tail down really, really low, right? But you don't want to buy the standard manufactured product. So we would weld it and create it and build it. And then you have something that nobody else has on the market. So then you're rolling out on this Harley with all these custom made parts. So it's the same idea with like a kayak. You're making your custom made parts and you're getting the best of both worlds. And you're offering that to all of your clients that are coming to you.
Yeah. I have a background in automotive interior and design. Like I went to school for it, where we would create pretty much nothing out of fiberglass.
Okay.
So I would fiberglass like these parts, like dashboards for your car, door panels for your car, anything with like fiberglass. I'd tell you the name, but it's actually my whole name, LLC. It's blank Customs LLC. Yeah, no. Blank Customs LLC. So
hey,
Google blank and see what happens.
This is a side note, but it funny as shit that made me chuckle out loud. COL. I called Bobby today, not on the phone, but I sent him a little voice message. I'm like, lobotomy roast bizzle. That shit made me laugh out loud when I said it.
He's actually Bobby Roast Beef's going to be dropping off a project for me at my shop soon too.
Is that his trailer?
Yep. I do trailer builds too, besides doing kayaks. So I actually will be doing a trailer build for him, and then also a trailer build for Chronic Trips out of Massachusetts. They're looking for a trailer that can haul 6 kayaks.
Oh wow.
Coley, it sounds like you need to go. Does Old Glory carry Old Town?
No.
Oh.
I think I'm probably going up north to Kayak City is where I'm probably headed.
Do it. They treated me great.
You need to drive to Connecticut. Get your Old Town. Your trailer will already be built.
Yep.
Do everything and then drive it back. And what you can do is you can just fish your way back to California.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's why I want to go up north because my brother lives up there, right? He's only 2 hours from Kayak City. I think he's an hour and a half from Kayak City. And I think Delirious, you and I talked about, I think Brandon was the one that was helping me. And I think he helped you as well. I'm not sure, but I know you said you had your kayak shipped. They actually don't ship out of state anymore, which is kind of a bummer.
And all that.
Yeah, and they don't have trailers. So I was like, well, shoot. And he told me, he's like, just, try to get like an old jet ski trailer. So then, I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace and eBay and was trying to look at various different things. So they were a big help up there. So he's been talking to me about it for a year, and I wasn't super serious about it before. He was like, you got to try it now that, with Delirious, kind of jazzing me up about it. Paul, seeing you out there on your kayak and meeting all these fishermen, anglers, that are out there on it. I'm really fired up about it, and Brandon's been a huge help to me in aiding me in what I should get. And I asked him, I said, hey, do you think the 106 is going to be a little bit too heavy for me to load on top of my car? And he says, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, it probably will be. And I was like, man. So then it's like, if I'm going to get the 106, I might as well just go big and get the 120. Not that I have the money for that, but.
Because you're looking at what, the autopilot?
The 106, I was looking at just the Minn Kota 106, but the autopilot is on the 120. It has the spot lock and the autopilot and the whole because I want to stand.
RC, it's cool.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna save up, and so it's not gonna be 6 weeks. I wish it was, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save up, and I just want to get one really good one. I don't want to grow with it. I just want to go bam and get the big one. Get the kayak.
When you get it, just make sure you have a spare battery just in case.
Yeah.
Unless you get one of the really good batteries.
I'll be hitting you up left and right if I do. When I pull the trigger, I'll be asking you for.
Ask Carlos Lone Star. Ask him because he has the autopilot and he has a really good battery on his.
Okay.
No, I think he didn't switch to he doesn't have the autopilot anymore. He switched to the shit. I think he had autopilot. He had the other one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They do the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
so it
they
doesn't
all
matter.
just
Anyway,
yeah.
they
Find
all
out like
and then keep you in place. I mean,
just
Yeah.
get yourself a good strong battery that'll last you a while, because those things are bulky as hell, and paddling it with how wide they are and how bulky they are, paddling it will be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like I can get an autopilot for myself right now. I don't want to deal with the potential of my battery dying on me and have to paddle back.
Got you.
Because for some reason, the way my brain works, like my brain is, I will see an idea, but I'm already jumping 10 steps ahead of the worst possible scenarios.
Gotcha.
So even when I fix cars for people, I'm already like, oh, I have to change wheel bearings. Okay, it's not bad. Now what's the worst possible case scenarios that I have to deal with just in case? And when they come over to have their wheel bearings changed on their car, I have every tool laid out. They go, you need all this? I'm like, just in case.
Well, if the battery thing can run out of battery, and the Kayak now, since you can get 100 milliamp hour lithium batteries. They're expensive, but you can get them. And I've talked to people. There's folks, 100 milliamp hour lithium battery. There's not many instances where you're going to fish using that trolling motor where it dies. So, you can get around that aspect of it. 3 or 4 years ago, people were you're having to run lead acid, which were heavy as hell. And
car battery, 80-pound batteries. It's like, no.
No shit. Yeah. Well, and you're probably but you're talking about not even a car battery at that point in time. Hopefully you got a deep cycle, which is going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier, but now you got the lithium, so you save the weight. It's just there's the battery technology has been greatly improved upon.
Like one of my friends, G-Rock fishing, he got 2 batteries off Amazon. He said they weren't that expensive, and they're lithium-ion batteries for his boat, actually. Yeah. I was like, how much are they weighing? He goes, one of them weighs 40, the other one weighs like 30. I was like, that's not bad.
I'll tell you, so you pay what you get for with batteries, and that goes down to the lead acid to the lithium. So
it goes everywhere.
I bought an $89 lithium 10 milliamp from Cabela's, and here the last couple months, all it does is run my depth finder. That's it.
Yep.
I've got a 7-inch Garmin. That's all it runs. And here the last couple months, it's been died on me on our TOC when I was trying to fish offshore structure in the wind. And I got off the fish. I caught 2 fish within a couple minutes. My anchor lost track, and I pulled up. And as I'm trying to get resituated again, it dies.
Oh.
And I had not thrown a buoy out, which was the first problem. And I tried to do it on my phone, but I couldn't position and wasn't on the fish and miss. Anyway, you just know
that sucks.
that paying for the batteries, that bitch is about to get upgraded here soon. You just wait. You just wait until I find a bunch of change on the ground. I'm gonna upgrade that battery.
You say you're just running for your fish finder?
Yeah.
Why don't you get a Nakua battery?
Well, yes, exactly. I'm gonna upgrade to a better battery.
They just dropped the 20 amp hour battery.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
It's like $200, but damn, 20 amp hours. Like, you don't have to charge that at all for the week.
That's awesome.
I was like, I don't need that because I have 2 10 amp hours in my kayak, and I don't have the room for that. I'd have to build a whole new box, and I'm not doing that.
Paul, just start doing your own laundry and your family's laundry, and you'll find all kind of change in that thing.
No. First of all, my kids ain't got no money. And second of all, my wife has never lost a cent in her entire life. So now when we do my laundry, I tell you what, if you were to look underneath this recliner I was in, there are probably quarters and shit all up underneath this. Because when I recline, all I hear sound like a damn slot machine going on.
Oh, geez. My washing machine has robo worms, Senkos, a couple craw, and a bunch of quarters. Every time I'm like, man. I'm always pulling out lures out of my washing machine for sure.
Mine has that the same, but also machine screws from when I'm working on kayaks.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I'm like, there's that whole pack I went missing.
Or I have drop shot weights. Always have drop shot weights in my pockets. I don't have to go because I walk around the lake, I walk around the pond, and I don't want to carry the 25 pounds, and that's my spot. So I figure I fish 20 feet this way, 20 feet that way. Nobody can take my spot, right? Because my bag's there. So I always I don't have pockets. I stick it in my sports bra, and I've always got, when I come home and take my clothes off, I always got like stuff falling out everywhere. There's stuff coming out of my pockets, stuff coming out of the sports bra. But I'm like, you know what? I always want to be prepared.
Yep.
That's funny. All right. So, Coley, did you get through all of your questions, or did you have another one for him?
No, I got through them all.
Yeah.
So Coley, tell me this, or well, let me start over. Delirious.
Hi.
What are probably the top 3 things Coley needs to start thinking about now? Now, let's say she's getting the Old Town 120, right? So you know that kayak already. You know what's on it. You know what she's going to have. What are maybe the top 3 things that she needs to be thinking about potentially adding to that kayak when she gets it right off the bat?
A kill guard.
I don't know what that is.
It's to protect the front of your kayak. So if you drag it or hit rocks or concrete or whatever, it'll protect the front, because you gotta remember it is plastic.
Yeah.
Over time, it will wear
out.
A
plastic bucket. A thick plastic bucket is literally all it is.
A kayak is the same material as those 5-gallon buckets you get at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Okay.
It's the same material. So it's just like 3 or 4 layers. Like on the Old Towns, it's 4 layers of that plastic. I know from fixing them.
Okay.
But get yourself a keel guard to protect it, because you gotta remember it is a big investment that you're getting.
And I will add to that, especially if where you put in is a majority of boat ramps. Yes. Because they are grooved and they are very rough on purpose so that your tires don't slip. Yep. It will absolutely. I buy for mine the burly keel guards, plastic. Yeah, they don't last for shit on my kayak. I'm on my 3rd one this year, and I just started putting them on in February. But I mean, I'd rather pay that than a new one.
Absolutely.
If you're putting in a lot of boat ramps, having that protection, especially on the nose of that keel, it's gonna help you out if you want to keep. If you get a new kayak every year, like some people do, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I know.
But for me, it'll probably be a long time before I get another damn kayak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You can get so there's actually there's a company called Gatorguard. Okay. It's a peel and stick keel guard that you put on. It's a high density, actually fiberglass almost keel guard.
Okay.
It's not expensive. It's not too expensive. It's like $50.
Oh, that's not bad.
But it will protect your kayak, because like I said, it's a big investment. You're not buying a Pelican at $300.
Right.
It's an Old Town that's $3,000 plus.
Yeah. The one I want is $4,000. I think it's $39.99 is what I think it is, and that's without adding any upgrades or any fun, cool mods that I would want.
Yeah, but that kayak is made to fish out of as is.
Yeah.
You can go fish and be competitive if you want to competitive fish. You can do everything you need to do. You don't have to add it. But this is also the kind of stuff he's going to be telling you is stuff that's beneficial and useful.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
If you get yourself a fish finder, get yourself a good battery for it.
Okay.
Lightweight one, you want to try to save on the weight, because now you're adding your battery for the motor. Look at Nakawa batteries. They're very lightweight. They literally don't weigh shit.
Really?
They're small. Yeah. They're the size of this phone, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit smaller.
Height-wise, yeah.
I think their 4 amp hour battery weighs 1 pound.
Yeah, super small.
So, and then their 10 amp hour battery, I think, weighs like 2.5, 3 pounds. And then like for if you do get a fish finder, you don't need to go off the rails and get like a high end expensive one. You can literally start off with like a Garmin Striker 4, Striker 5, 7.
I don't want to start off. I want to like have
just go.
Yeah.
I will tell you this then. The Garmin, I got the 73 CSV. I got it on sale for I think like I can't remember what it was. It wasn't expensive. But that one is touchscreen. It's super easy to use. It's one of the I've been around all of them. I've used Lowrance. I've used Garmin. I fish with guys with Humminbirds. It is a super duper easy one to use and utilize. So that's one that I would tell folks to get just because the user interface is really easy to learn and you can do. It's just there's not a lot to it on a day-to-day or fish-to-fish basis.
I have a Humminbird in the garage for my Zodiac, but I wanted to put a 4-stroke motor on it and I was unable to find a trailer and a 4-stroke to put on my Zodiac to just take to one of the big lakes. So I probably will end up selling that and putting that money towards a kayak because I was like, oh, why not, just put a 4-stroke on the back of it and let's go have some fun. But I've
seen a lot of people with Ray Marine because I've never used it, but I've seen Greg Blanchard is one. There's some other people that use Ray Marine because they're very intuitive. So there's not a lot of adjusting you have to do from from day to day or body to water. And so that's one. But those, I've used the Garmin. That's the one I got now. And for what it's great. I mean, it does what I need it to do. Would I like a 10-inch Humminbird that is crystal clear? Of course I would.
Yeah.
But, that ain't happening for a while.
Yeah. I have the Garmin, I think it's a 73 Vivid, and that thing is fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
73 Vivid?
Yeah, I think it's a 73.
I don't think they make that one anymore. I think you have to go to the CSV now.
Yeah.
CSV? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can answer messages later on too for you.
I know, and I'm taking notes.
I like it.
This is how I learned. I got to remember. I'll be like, "What was that thing called again?" I'll say something dumb like DUI instead of DIY. So if I take notes, I won't say something stupid.
So another thing is, how popular are your waters? This is a
very.
So get yourself an orange flag for the back of your kayak then.
Okay.
Like not a short one, like one of the tall pole ones.
Right.
So this way,
when a boater comes, it's the same thing when you're water skiing. You have a flag up to let you know there's a water ski in the water. Yeah.
So where I am, there's not where I fish is never really popular, so I don't run them. But if you have popular waters, you definitely want that.
My home lake is extremely popular because it's one of the only lakes that you can put a 2-stroke on and have flotation. Like you can do float tubes, you can have kayaks, you can have stand-up jet skis. So that tends to be a little wild in the summertime, not so much in the winter. Nobody's out there but the bass fishermen for the most part. But some of the other lakes that I want to explore more, I can't even put a kayak on a lot of the lakes because they only allow 4-stroke. So that's why I was going back and forth between getting a Valco 14-foot aluminum boat and building it out to make it like a bass boat on the top and putting a 4-stroke on it, or go kayak because it's the bigger, better lakes out here you can't put kayaks on, which is kind of unfortunate. But there are some that I can go to that I would be happy with.
Yeah, do it. Just do it.
I know. I got to keep babysitting those kids until I get enough, and then I'll do it for sure.
But yeah, orange flag is definitely needed if you have popular waters. That's the biggest.
So Delirious, we're going to be wrapping it up here shortly, and we're not doing the shotgun round tonight because you have already done it. So I think you were episode 3, 4, or 5, I think. Yeah, hold on. I got the thing. Let me see. So episode 5. If y'all go back and listen to episode 5, Delirious' first time on here with Alex. You can hear his rapid fire questions on that, or his shotgun fire, whatever Alex calls them. I don't know.
Rapid fire, shotgun. I don't know.
But oh no!
This is Bubba.
Bubba.
Isn't he beautiful?
Oh my
Good
God.
looking duck.
He's got his sister in there named Bubbles, and then Wiley's one that I raised. He's a Muscovy, but Wiley's a little bit more calm and mellow, but he's got talons, razor blades, where this guy just wants to cuddle. This is why people don't get. Look it. He just wants to give hugs and cuddles.
He just hugs you.
Like, did you steal them? Like, are they
Yes.
your pets now?
No. I went to the rescue and I was working all day and I needed a little extra love. And I said, hey, I'm going to take 3 home. I'm going to take my duck home and I'm going to take his 2 buddies home. And he goes, no, you're not. And I said, watch me. So I was supposed to bring him back Friday and then Saturday and then Sunday. And I was supposed to go tomorrow. But look I can't. I just need a little bit more cuddles.
So do they live in like a kennel or a cage?
I have an extra large dog crate. Yes, you can hear his sister. She's getting pissed. She's in there quacking. That's Bubbles. An extra large dog crate that they sleep in, and they go into it whenever they want. But right now they have free reign of the dinette in the kitchen, and I just have potty pads down, which I know isn't like the best. But then they go in the backyard, and they have a pool in the backyard, and they played in the mud today. And actually, he got a little bit clean. And I was going to show you earlier, but it was raining. And I'm like, I'm not going to put them in the pool. But they found a mud puddle. And when 10 minutes before I went to bring them in, I was like, oh my God, you guys are full of mud. But they clean up.
That's like my husky. My husky will, when he finds a mud puddle, it's game over.
Yeah. They're so similar to a dog, which I know most people don't get. But they come when you call them. They know their names. They look up at you. They can't look straight at you. They can't see. So that's why they always turn and give you side eye, because that's how they see. And when they run around and chase each other, like I've never had 3, this is considered a teenage duck. He's probably about 7 weeks old. He'll be full grown in a couple more weeks.
Wow.
But they chase each other and in the mud, and they're like little dogs that just like run around. And then the neighborhood cat comes in. The other day I heard a tussle and I was like, what's going on? And all 3 of them, covered in mud, had run into the living room because the neighborhood cat was in the backyard. And I couldn't even get mad. Like there was mud everywhere. And I'm like, I don't even care. Like it's easy to clean up. I got vinyl floors. It's not hard to clean up. So it made me laugh. But this is what they do. And people don't get it. And I know it's a little kooky, but I had to bring them on to say hello.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. This is my little buddy. Oh, what are you looking for?
My duck call.
Oh no. You're gonna make this guy go nuts.
He's gonna be like, what?
No, I can't, because I can't find it. And I was just blowing it outside the other day.
It's probably outside where you left it. That's actually good.
That is so cool. So do you put them in the bathtub and let them swim around?
So normally I don't, because they have a pool outside, but it's been raining and it was really, really cold last night. So I should have taken a picture for you, and I had so much going on. I didn't. I had all 3 of them in a lukewarm bathtub so that they could enjoy themselves. So while I was cleaning and disinfecting the kitchen, I put them in the bathtub for a good 30 minutes. And oh my God, were they funny. I mean, they were just, cool. They're so funny. And it's just entertainment. Like not only are they sweet and cuddly, like I don't know if you can see his little legs. They just hang down, like he's not even trying to be playing. It's just this, and then they nestle you right here, and they grind their little jaws when they want to give you kisses. This one will kiss me too. He's so funny. He gives me little kisses. But I just had to bring him on since I had him. I don't normally have ducks at home unless I'm rescuing them and taking them up to the rescue. But I needed these 3 for.
You put little toy duckies in the bathtub for him to play with?
No, he's got 2 other duckies to play with. He doesn't need a plastic ducky. Although I'm going to find some kind of toy for him, because I got home today and he likes my necklace. They destroyed a part of the cat's area where he lives. Like they had some string, and I came home and it was everywhere. I'm like, okay, y'all are a little bit bored. I get it. So they get to play outside.
You have a cat?
I have 1 cat. Whenever I have a dog, I can't have 2 dogs. So I always get a cat for the dog, and then the cat grows up believing it's a dog. So right now I just have 1 little kitty by her lonesome. So
how does she interact with the ducks?
The bigger one she's a little scared of, because Wiley knows my cat Riley. But Wiley will chase Riley around. It's kind of funny. But when they're babies, the cat wants to be right around them and is very, very curious. And before you know it, the little little duckling that's like, 2 weeks old will run after the cat, and then the cat chases the duckling, and it's just like this whole cat and duck game back and forth. And you don't need TV. You just sit and watch that, and it's so funny.
So your cat now with these ducks just goes, they play, they like look at each other and stare at each other.
This is a pekin. So the two pekins, this is Bubba and his sister is Bubble. She's a little bit smaller and a little bit noisier. She's not quite as handled as he is, because I've been handling him a lot longer. I've been caring for them at the rescue for the last 5 weeks since they came in. He's a little bit more subdued, but she's a little scared of the ducks, and she knows Wiley, the other one. He's a beautiful duck. He's brown and spots and metallic green, and he's a beautiful. But he'll chase after the cat, and he'll peck at her, and they play this little game. So she just stays on top of the couch, on top of the bed, and it's kind of funny.
That's
so
awesome.
Delirious, you said you liked my duck video, so I had to bring on Bubba to say hi.
I don't have a duck, but I got something Paul will like. We talked about it the other day.
Oh yeah, his football helmet.
Oh yeah,
that's my retired helmet that I played with. This actually called
very cool. Man, even your helmet's kind of scary, huh?
Yeah. I actually have another one. It's custom made with a breast cancer logo on it. I went for tribute games in October. It's cool because when I was playing semi-pro football, I actually used Instagram as a social media to reach out to like companies and stuff. So this helmet that this mask on is $1,000 helmet that I didn't pay for.
Oh wow, that's nice.
I just talked the shit out of the company. They're like, "Hey, you want a helmet to try and review it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and then the mask on it, it's actually I designed the mask. I drew it.
Okay.
I met there's a guy in Germany I became friends with, and he actually made the mask for me.
Oh, very cool.
The mask is made in Germany. The visor on it is from it's called Shock. It's a company out in Australia, and it's cool because the owner of the company actually used to live in Connecticut in the 80s. So
sorry. He's looking at his sister. Hold on. Bubba's not there. Hold on. Bubbles. Here you go.
Look, Bubba was like, you done messed up.
Yeah, right.
Where the fuck I'm supposed to be? Because I ain't supposed to be here.
This isn't where I'm supposed to be.
They're never apart, and they never make a sound. It's just if you pick the brother or the sister up, the other one is, protective. Sorry about that, please.
Actually,
oh yeah, that's pretty legit. What's the paint job on the back? Let me see. Turn the paint job around.
What was that?
Is there a paint job on the back of it? Let me see.
No, just American flag.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I got that one. That was actually the helmet I wore until I retired. And yeah, it scared the shit out of opponents.
Yeah.
Well, because you can't see my eyes. The referees would get pissed off, so I ended up getting another mask that was clear. But I hated wearing it, so I kept going back and forth to that one.
I don't blame you. It's pretty cool.
And then I got my other one.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot.
And so it's a breast cancer fighter. Has the stripes on it. The American flag is pink. It says fight on
awesome.
That's awesome.
This mask is another one from a company in Australia. The mask is from Germany. The paint job on it, it's jet black with pink and red sparkles in it.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
So when I retired, I had that mask, that helmet fully redone, and now they just sit around and in a shelf.
Good conversation pieces.
Oh yeah, when people come over, they go, "What are those for?" I'm like, "Yeah, I used to knock people's helmets off when I played ball." They're like, "Wait, what?" It's like, yeah.
Oh, all right. So we've talked kayak mods. We talked a little bit of shit. We've had our first ever duck appearance.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Appearance. Bubba the duck.
Bubba the
So,
duck.
Bubba.
It needs to be a sticker.
Coley, you got any closing statements, arguments, jabs, punches, picks, or loves?
I was having a hard time picking on you tonight, Paul, because you just look so cute. I don't know. I was trying, and you just look so cute and cuddly tonight. I can't pick on you much. I really had a good time getting to know you, Delirious. Like I said, our video chats last Monday. I mean, yours were coming in right side up, upside down, right side up.
So are yours.
Yeah, so I didn't know if mine were too. Like Instagram's having an issue right now with all. Now my video chats are coming in. Paul, you said really, really fast today, and then it would like freeze when I tried to send you a video chat earlier.
So it would come in like a dub, so a chipmunk.
Yeah.
And then it would keep going, but there'd be no sound.
Yeah. So I had that happen last week as well. So I just want to say, thank you very much for being on tonight, for being our guest, and for teaching me some things, and hopefully some people that are listening tonight that are new to kayak angling or thinking about getting into it. Hopefully you've inspired them like you've inspired me. And Paul, as always, thank you for allowing me to be your co-host. I appreciate you. It's always been a great time with you. I look forward to it every time. So I just want to say thank you very much. And Alex, if you're out there listening, we miss you, brother, and wish you well on your journey.
Delirious, what you got to say for closing statements, arguments, loves, high five, picks, or whatever you want to call anybody?
So I'm about to drop a big bomb.
Shizzle.
In January, I don't know exactly when, but there is something dropping that's going to have my logos, possibly something you could wear. More. It's not just going to be Delirious Angler, though. It's going to be Maniyak.
I have always wanted earrings. I can't wait.
Dude, you're welcome. They're going to be clown earrings.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
No, I've been working actually hard lately. That's why I've been absent from Delirious Angler, working with a couple side gigs, and hopefully something nice being dropped soon.
Very cool.
Other than that, just I got trailers to build soon, kayaks to build soon, and see where this goes, because it'd be nice to quit my job and do this whole freaking time.
Right?
Especially the way things have been lately. I'm glad I'm not in handcuffs right now. Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy you want to get under the skin, so
You're quite a big fella to get under the skin, so that would be kind of impressive.
Well, it's funny because I don't want to say names or go into too much on here, but there's a certain someone that I have to see every day that's a little bit smaller than me, and he acts really tough. And
yeah. Good times. Good times.
I am full. Like Bill says that he'll tell you I'm a sweetheart, but he has it all wrong. I am respectful until I don't have to be respectful. And that's how I am.
Look, you keep it bottled up for now until you can just move on, and then we'll be good. Well,
I need to get back into the gym. That's what I need to do. So I have to go pass a physical exam soon. Actually, every once a month I have to get my nerves rechecked from my back injury. It's been like that.
Yeah.
So if I pass Thursday and get the green light, then I can go back to the gym. I just can't lift heavy because my dumbass threw my back out deadlifting 600 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Don't be a dumbass.
Well, I completed the lift and went to run for round 2, and my back was like, nope. I was like, yeah. I put my weights away though. I wasn't one of those
of a dumbass. Don't be the dumbass.
Hey, you know
you only get one back.
Yeah. Dude, and you're not old yet. Wait till you get old. Everything starts breaking.
So it's actually funny. Before we go, my doctor actually says that when my injuries, like when my nerves and everything are flared up, it's like looking at someone who's 80 years old. He's like, how old are you? I'm like 33. He's like, you need to slow down. I was like, you need to shut your mouth.
I shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
But after my back injury, I was like, you know what, doc? You are right all along. This sucks.
Yeah.
You've only went to school for 9 years for me to realize you were actually right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, look, thank y'all both for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Coley, thank you for being a guest co-host. We have stayed, well, we fucked up. We didn't stay under 1 hour and 15 minutes, but we're at an hour and a half.
But that's good.
This is respectful.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care because we had a live fucking duck on this show today.
Yeah.
And when she put it down, and nudged it,
this is Bubba the duck.
She put it down and nudged it with her foot, but like, get on. It was like,
well, I've got wires and I've got cords, and he went this way to find his sister, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna go this way, and he got the ring light, and I was like, oh, everything's gonna come tumbling down. So I picked him up, and then he quacked, and then she was looking for him. As soon as I put him down, they were quiet. They literally don't make a peep unless they're separated. They're very, very bonded.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Wiley's older, so he looks out for both of them. So he won't make a sound, but he'll be right at my feet if I'm holding them, and he wants to know that they're okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for coming on. This was great. Again, all our listeners out there, go check out Hooks at Hoolums if you have not. Check out their apparel. Check out the Swamprat Fishing / Bass and Brews merch, which there will be a link down below in my Instagram and in this YouTube feed. I say that loosely because I might forget, because I'm still learning how to post all this shit, because Alex decided to go gallivant on the ocean like a fucking pirate.
No, he's on standby still. He's on standby till Saturday now, apparently.
I know.
He has a boat, though. That's all that matters. He's got a boat.
But you know what? I got to say this. Your guys' clothing looks awesome.
I can't wait to get it.
It looks good.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. That's all Alex, except it took me and him about 85 text messages before he put Paul Heels on there correctly.
He's such a jerk.
It was so crazy. Like it's a story for a different time when he gets back, because I have kept notes on everything that I'm going to bring up and pick on him about when he comes back. And so we're going to
need to do that on a live stream so we can come in here and just roast Alex the whole time for doing it.
Well, that was what his going away party was.
Yeah, true.
He didn't get roasted.
No, it sounded like he was fucking dying.
It did.
It sounded like
his funeral procession.
We're giving him his last
eulogy. It sounded like Amanda, his wife, was going to pick him up and drive him on his. We're going to the park,
Yeah.
And then drop him off, and I'm like. It was an rage of emotions. It was like a send off. But
she was amazing though.
Forever. It was.
Her part in that was amazing when she was talking about having to carry the Christmas presents, like the large presents, the furniture and stuff. How she was threatening people as a mailman, mailwoman. Oh my God, she killed me. That was awesome. That was great. That was good times. But yeah, I ordered one. I couldn't get the Bass and Brews only because they didn't have my size. But when my size comes in, I will get the Bass and Brews. I got the Swamprat in the meantime until Bass and Brews comes in, because I want to rock that. Absolutely.
Yes. Me and Alex made .00001 cents. Yes.
Yeah, but I'll be repping. As soon as my size comes in, I'm repping. Trust me. I was so disappointed. I'm like, the one size you're out of is the one size I needed. I was so but I'm gonna get it when it comes in. I'm getting it.
I've got, it's not going to be released yet, but in the summer, I've got a tank top belly shirt that I can't wait to put out there, because that's the first shirt I'm buying.
What's a belly shirt? Like a crop top?
I don't know. It's the one that comes above your belly button. It's
a crop top. Crop top.
That's the one I'm buying.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make one that has that duck cartoon of you, and I'm gonna name the duck that's you, but I'm gonna name the duck Bubba, and you're gonna be the icon of Bubba the duck, but it's gonna be your beard on my duck.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that idea.
Yep.
Don't make me
that as stickers
like
I can put them on the kayaks.
Yep.
All right. This was an awesome time as usual. Thank you so much. Thanks to our listeners. Appreciate y'all coming on. We will see y'all next week. This drops Friday. Every Tuesday we record. Every Friday it drops, usually about 4 or 5 in the morning. So look for it on YouTube. Look for it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Give us a review, good, bad. We don't care. And if you want to be on the podcast, shoot me a message. And
follow Paul Heels. Follow Delirious Angler. Follow Cupcake Coley. Sorry, Angler and Cupcake Coley. Give us all a follow.
At least you
That's
didn't
right.
say delicious angler like how you usually type it.
Follow Delicious Angler. Wait, there he is. Delicious Angler.
Also, Jigs and Bigs, our daddy podcast, Lobotomy Roast Bizzle, and Sean the Fisherman.
They've been
follow
awesome.
them. They're awesome. They do good stuff. We'll check y'all out next time. Folks, don't leave.
And follow Maniak
We'll
Mod
before
Shop.
y'all leave. Peace
Follow
out.
Maniak Mod Shop. Follow Maniak Mod Shop.
Maniak Mod Shop. Maniak Mod Shop. Later.
Bye.
Bye.